Another hot one. Take me out of this space. I can't keep breaking my heart. Blindly lead me through the dark. I need someone to light me up. Loneliness won't get me far. Is love
All day, every day. What's our music volume? Does that sound relative? Too high? Too low? Recoil and chat, the huff. Man, I'll tell you what. Tell you what, Huff, I got that package. Making our comeback tour. Deadhead Hobbies in the chat. Buddy Funster. That's right. Don't call it a comeback.
Let's do it!
I just read your text. Yo, dog, Kenny Boucher here. Next Level Painting, hitting you up on the literal best of all days, coming to you live from that Beats Lab. Don't call it a comeback. Out of retirement. Oh yeah, turned out there was a button that I can click to turn that on YouTube. Recoil. So, you know. Apologize. My lighting's gonna look different today. So I've been having so right after my birthday, which is Wednesday, I woke up on Thursday, man, and my right eye was just hurt all day, sensitive to light. Felt like there was something in it, but there wasn't. And then today, it's a lot better today. And I got better eye drops and stuff. But got some allergies, some springtime fucking bullshit, dude. So I have all my lights much lower than normal. And I've got my exposure much higher. Writing this down on my monitor. Fucking. Anybody go through shit like that in the spring? Is that my life now? Now that I'm 100. Fucking Gasket Jones, you get the migraines before the storms. think my wife suffers from that. Barometric pressure changes and shit. Fuck her up. Yeah, it was a wily day yesterday. Walking, I made pirate glasses for myself where I took my Twisted Tea shades, cut out like a black piece of construction paper, and mounted it in there like an eye patch. So I was like doing my work and playing video games like that. It's wild. Today it's a lot better, and I got those real tears or whatever they're called. That helped a lot. I guess I gotta up my eye drop game again. Remember, this kind of happened to me once before. But this is definitely pollen bullshit. Off, you get migraines too from the pressure change of storms and shit. None of this shit used to happen to me until I got old. Sorry. Did I lose tunes? Like it's just way quieter today. I don't know. Living Tribunal says, will you stream D4's new expansion? It looks wild, right? I mean, do you guys want me to? Is that content that you find valuable? Also, exclamation point pogs. So, remember last year I blew all my retirement funds on Twisted Tea fanny packs? Missed the old D2R Sunday streams. Well, I used to stream on the weekends. Living Tribunal, mainly because I was trying to avoid someone at my house. You know what I mean? Like I was like overloading my timeline, my personal time equity. I was overloading it to reasonably avoid someone. So it's unlikely you will see me streaming on the weekends now. But we've toyed with the idea of Mondays. We've done them inconsistently. Hey baby, how you doing? Doing your little bed? Feel better? We partied hard last night, guys. I blew all my retirement money on pogs and booze. We stayed up all night playing pogs. Remember those, baby? I'm talking to a guy to see if I can make some custom pogs. So yeah, what I did was I took the money I had saved up. I invested it in pogs. It didn't do well. And then in the course of 72 hours, now what I have is homemade pogs. We're back. And these are actually real. So exclamation point pogs. I just used their design template today, and it was quick and dirty. It wasn't like anything crazy. I just used they have a template, and apparently they take orders. I don't know how active they are. I followed them on Instagram, and submitted a ticket with them to do some pogs. And they offer like singles and sheets where you punch them out. So I want the sheets, right? And apparently they're double-sided, so I have to like work on the back design. So I guess that's the idea, is like that's where you put like your streamer information. I don't think they make slammers, Templar, but you know bro, I could just go to the hardware store right now and get some. And then I could get some like holographic stickers and put them bitches on there. Yeah, Templar and recoil. I mean, we're gonna need a slammer at some point, but you gotta collect pogs. You don't collect slammers unless you're a psychopath. I mean, okay. I did have 2 slammers that I can remember to this fucking day. I had one that looked like a ninja star, and I had one that looked like an atomic bomb. It was straight fucking solid copper or brass, and had a hole through it that you could sight with and drop it. So using their design template, I found some of our old designs and tossed them up into this card. So I believe that sometime soon we're gonna have pogs to give away. Pog sheets. And I think I can do better than this. Like, this design work, I can do better than this. Like, I just threw this up, submitted, like, set a ticket out there. I just want to see if, like, these guys are active. I didn't want to go too hard at the design take. But we can do better. We can, like, link the background designs together. We can do a bit more promotional stuff on the card to be, like, more collectible. And then on the back, you would have, like, the opportunity to put something on the back of the pogs and the back of the card. So we can go way harder. I just need these guys to reply to me. Yeah. Recoil, the design limit? Well, I mean, like, the size is the limit. And it looks like this company is definitely, like, trying to make them look like 90s pogs with their printing style. Just printing, cardboard. They have a really good design template, easy to use. Well, kind of complicated to use. It's a Photoshop file, but solid. So you see, like, in this pog layout that I put up over here in the corner. Right, I just took some of our old designs, but you see how good the, like, Hobo one is in the bottom right with that background? Very 90s, right? So we're gonna have to, like, think more cleverly about how we do them to be like that. So I think that's more tech. Yeah, see if you can find some people online to do it. Like these guys had reasonable prices and very mom and pop shop, and I'd like to work with that rather than like a Alibaba Express vendor. You know what I mean? They just let me do a card. I could just do like 10 cards with 6 designs. Like. Reappraise, I got pulled away to check on some work. What did I miss? Pogs. Pogs for the future. Last year was the Future of Thirst that bankrupted me. Now this year it was Pogs. Customs. We're going to have custom Pogs. Kalini says, I'm heavily interested in Pog futures. You want in on this, right? I can tell you. I know you do. I can get Kalini on it, too. I can collab with Kalini. His digital art skills are second to none. So we can do some wild shit. Reappraise, you want a 4-inch car window decal of the Painting Heretic logo. You can just use the stickers from the shop. They'll last a little bit. I don't know if they're how UV rated they are. But like my old sticker guy, he fucking died. Like from back in the day. That who did all of our Kickstarter stickers. He did like these dope stickers, 10-year UV protection, like guarantee. I still have one for the Long War Kickstarter on my truck. It looks good as the day I bought it from the Kickstarter. In California and Florida, like weather, everything. So I don't know how UV rated my joints are right now, but you can look into it. You can find someone who does it for reasonable prices. That guy was my guy. Templar, I'm pretty sure I made you a Heretic fucking underwear in my shop or something. There's definitely underwear in the shop. It's not a banana. I don't think it's a banana hammock. Recoil, you have those hollow NLPs? Do they feel like they would last on a car? That's not a banana hammock, he said, exactly. Where would I put the logo? On the front, it's the only piece of fabric there is. I mean, I guess I would do it all over print. Yep, Rhea Prey late to the game. He said it too. We need some slammers. Templar and Recoil both said that too. All the text on the elastic part, right? Fucking like Calvin Klein. But yeah, so we're gonna have custom pogs. It's my goal now. Forced me out of retirement, so I'll bring the pogs to the platform. Oh, and updates. You can update the shipping tag recoil if you feel like it. I blasted through most of the t-shirt giveaways, so you guys should be getting like all sorts of alerts and shipping notifications. My email goes off like every 5 minutes with one is shipped. On the day after our stream, my birthday morning, I sat there and just blasted through pretty much 100% of our domestic list for shirts. So probably expect Monday for delivery, and then I'll start blasting through our gift bag list on Monday. Looks like there's some winners in the new lineup of shirts. This corn, I got a lot of T's, okay, like T with a size behind it. I was like, man, there's a lot of T's in here. Which one is T? Oh shit, yeah, obviously the follow the leader corn. So that makes David happy. Yeah, we really blasted our content load for April. Francois on YouTube, what's up, brother? Oh man, chaotic. What's up, bro? So, also shout out to Recoil. I think I got some bourbon and scotch courtesy of him. Eileen came home with she came home with the Otto Concordules, pork, the yuca, a pie from Village Inn, an apple pie, which is my favorite, and a bottle of Woodruff Reserve and Dewar's, and drank Dewar's, ate apple pie, and also the Puerto Rican hot sauce. Caddick says, welcome back. Glad to see you're coming out of retirement. Yeah, I lost it all in my pog futures. So it was pretty solid. Tore it up. Then I did it all again on Thursday because I had leftovers. And then I had the whole allergy eye incident. Door Dog says, hey Kenny, how are you? Retirement boring fast? I keep making bad investments, Door Dog. One of these days I'm gonna get it right. Pogs. Exclamation point Pogs. Beyblade is coming back. What the fuck is Beyblade? We afraid? Baby, do you know what Beyblade is? Oh, those things? Oh, okay, hold on. I'm gonna go on my Edward Jones account right now and see if I can make an investment. The Ripcord Battle Tops. Yeah, dude. I remember. It's Pogs for cockfighting. It's cockfighting for children. I love how a lot of the games that I really liked as kids was basically just gambling. Yeah, but you know, regardless, I think Monday is when they drop the new season, right? The new expansion. Living Tribunal. These kids are about the Thunderdome life. Isn't the new expansion drop on Monday? I got the pre-download yesterday. Like 9 p.m. There'll be like a queue. I won't get to play. Then I'll go to bed all mad. You think that's funny? It's gonna be an expansion release, baby. The fucking servers are gonna be clogged. There's gonna be queues. Then there's gonna be bugs. And then by the time I get into play, it'll be like 12 p.m. or 12 a.m. and then I'll be fucking mad. That's how it always goes for Blizzard. Then I'm gonna be all mad about it. And then I'm gonna wake up Tuesday morning and play for 15 hours straight. That's Blizzard. Tuesday will be the standard. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Because normally it's Tuesday, right? So I need to just reframe it in my mind as it's a Tuesday release. Free press is good advice. Time guy. Didn't want to set up a class in honor of your retirement. Glad you're out. Yeah, no one scheduled classes this week. I mean, that was kind of nice of you guys. I see that. You cleared my calendar for me. I kept checking and no one signed up this week. Reappraise says Kenny will be top 100 barb trials by Wednesday night. No, they're not rolling out Tower till Thursday. So at best it'll be Thursday night. At best. I closed out the season in the top 400 for barb. And shockingly, top 140s, 129 for my druid. Druid's easy. I just put together a mid-tier fucking pulverized druid. Blasted my way in there. Which, I mean, I think it's S tier, but like my gear was mid. Zoolicious. He said, I've been slacking on classes. Too busy painting. I mean, that's a good excuse. Do all your homework and everything? On top of things? Yeah, this fucking guy. He says maybe. ... Top guy was taking says, have you tried mixing Pro Krill translucent with their black washes? Saw somewhere that what they do. You mean transparent? You mean like transparent black with the black wash? I have not done any. I don't even have almost any of their washes. I'm gonna say no. I have not done that. Sounds like it would work though. Zoolicious need to do more gems and lenses. I mean, you gotta do at least like one. Like one would be tight. All right, so here's where we're at. I'm gonna jump in on this base. I'll do one for Whip tonight. No, he's a black belt Templar. You get your black belt in the first three, but like this is like first, second, third degree. You know what I mean? Like he's got to do his lenses to get in on that. Getting your black belt's like getting your driver's license. Okay, so let's see if I can take the ball out. Ball's good. So what we did was we got some of the Enchanted Forest logs, mushrooms. I've got some Spellcur rocks and some Monument texture paint. And then really I think what's going to sell it is the foliage. So what we need to do is we need to just blast out some paint onto these artifacts. Just gonna grab a piece of straight up. Get rid of this. I'll leave that. Okay. So we need to make. We got brown dirt already. We're gonna cover a lot of that with foliage. I think a good place to start would just be some dry brushing real quick. So I haven't even primed the I haven't primed any of this yet. It's just all raw plastic. Maybe resin. We allow him a seat of the council, but we don't recognize his belt, Templar says. Tom Guy says, yeah, they're transparent since also prefer thicker. They also prefer a thicker wash. Who is this? This is Monument saying they do this? Okay, I'm going to take just some light umber. And I'm going to be kind of loose with this. Where I'm going to smash it into the dirt. And we're doing a pretty bad dry brush right now. Which is by design. I'm trying to shift the dirt a lot, like, you know what I mean? And we're gonna probably use wash too. I normally skip that step, but I want to get some good muddy looking streaks built into it. Hero Quest fans, thank you for the raid, brother. There was a guy on their stream, Tom guy, like guy on their stream was in their chat, or like who's painting. Hero Quest fan online, what's up, brother? Okay, so we need to now start in with probably a slightly smaller brush. And we want to get something. And probably just. How about this, like heavy warm white? I'm gonna get cute. Heavy warm white and bright jade. Hero Quest. Oh, I forgot to turn that on. Good well. Gotta actually physically turn it on. I should have named it Enhance. Oh my god. That's so awesome. I need to rename it Enhance. When I go back in here, it's such a complicated fucking tool though. Streamer bot. It's partially connected. Alright. So what I have here is I've got the light umber. Some bright jade. I want to cute it up a little bit. Some of the cool, or the warm white. Kind of some more nature colory looking. Something a little bit more interesting, you see? Smash that in. You gonna start some Ultramarines soon, Hero Quest? Say what now? What about your orcs, bro? The reason I want to get this dirt somewhat respectable now is because as I start painting the artifacts on here, I don't want to have to worry about any kind of overspill. Okay, so more of the warm white. Yeah, he says, I am orcs, but I have a pile of free Marines from a local game store for First Marines. Ultramarines is a good place to start. So we're adding a little bit more of the warm white recoil. Who that is? Gilded Brush Studios coming in with a fat raid. I get some love in chat right there. Yo, good timing, guys. I just came out of retirement. Right now we're working on this base. We're using basically this kind of color palette. Buddy Funster. Is that what you were talking about earlier? ANZAK Day? Your request. Blue slaps. Your request, fan. That's all you need. Ginger Beef. What's up, brother? It's us. Who this? New stream. Who this? Gilded Brush Studios in the house. Flaghorn says the N64 controller was garbage and I'd rather have a colonoscopy than use a GameCube controller. Just it's a wild, unsolicited hot take on gaming controllers. Gilded Brush Studios working on a Vortex Beast with alternate colors, which normally they don't look like this. This is our own shit. And this is his big magic ball that sits on his top in the back. Gilded Brush, thank you for the follow. So like it's for the Thousand Suns, so it's part of my sponsored content. This is like a pseudo commission. I was contracted to paint it, workshop the color scheme, and that way it would be a workshop color scheme that you could apply to the Thousand Suns itself, and then I create a series of video tutorials for it. So the Thousand Suns army that this guy slots into, anything that would normally be blue is going to be this kind of black blue that you see on his skin, and anything that would be yellow is going to be this like orange. And then our magic color spectrum, would be like this green, blue, magentas, things like that. So we're just trying to come out with something that subverts expectation. That's typically my style. Raid and run, baby. Look, I got no problem with a GameCube controller. I used to love that controller. I do acknowledge that the N64 controller was like a baby's controller. That centerpiece only worked if you had baby hands. It was but if you think of the GameCube controller was just like a rip-off of the DualShock PlayStation controller. So like it was good. So we're just dry brushing our texture. We actually are using brand new basing materials. This is the Enchanted Forest basing materials from Gamer's Grass. And you'll realize as we work on this base, a lot of it's going to be negative space and subtraction. Because a lot of it in their kit, a lot of it's the foliage. So we're going to go very heavy foliage. And we've got mushrooms, bogs, rocks. So I'm just doing this dirt as a good base first, which I feel like that's good enough. So I'm done with these two dry brushes. So now what I want to do is I want to start painting up these artifacts. So let's figure out a good wood color scheme. Okay. Well, there's literally a color called mahogany, and I feel like mahogany is a wood. Correct me if I'm wrong. Blackhorn says mahogany is wood, yes. So I'm just gonna raw dog it right over the paint, the plastic. I'm gonna use it as a primer. Using our big number 6, straight, raw from the palette. Heavy base coat. And the Enchanted Forest kit in Gamer's Grass comes with a nifty little instructional guide on some other suggestions on how to do all this. And the thing is, I purposely did not use any mahogany in any of the other brown curation on this model, knowing that at some point I may need to rely on mahogany for the base. Kind of tricky, you gotta get in there in the cut. Waz, thank you. Wazcraft, thanks for the follow, brother. Yeah, Flaghorn. Yeah, mahogany has like clearly a lot of purple and red in it as far as browns go. One of my favorites of all time. Delicious says crazy Christmas. I just got a big into Gamer's Grass basic stuff. Yeah, Gamer's Grass is goated. You like using mahogany light umber, Zulicious? Me too. We use light umber as our brown for for all the browns here. It was light umber and beige gray. So now we have to go super far away from that spectrum. And right now what I'm doing is I'm rotating the model. I'm looking for the heart pull position. You stipple in and you just heart pull out. Now, for the mushrooms, we get to go crazy, right? And I think that an obvious color choice for some of these mushrooms is going to be to tie in the same exact orange we used on him. I think, you know, to sprinkle in some of that spectrum under the base. Gotta balance it out and maybe also subtly indicate that he is in fact a mushroom. Find it right here. Blackhorn, yeah. Gamer's grass is not cheap, but they make stuff that nobody else makes. Like the laser foliage is so good. I'm using it for my last two projects, last two armies. And the battle ready bases are out of control. So if you're trying to be a commission painter, for example, I'll always pitch in battle ready bases. I use them for my Death Guard. My 9th edition Death Guard project. Right. Now, rocks. You definitely want to be in the cool spectrum on the rocks. So let's take a look at what I got here. You know me. Typically what it comes down to is I just grab what's closest to me. White, blue. Scanning. Ooh, you know what I want? Oh, there it is. That wild ass. No, I can't do that. I need something shelf stable. Gotta be shelf stable.
A new device which could revolutionize man's use of light.
Havoc! Did you know today was the literal best of all days? Did, brother. Payne's Gray. Let's get some Payne's Gray.
A laser.
A raw dog the Payne's Gray. Onto these rocks. A lot of stippling. Heavy base coat. There's no primer. Sneak in through the cut right here. Catch some of these in the front. Under the tongue. Heavy base coat. Just transferring it straight through. Using a lot of stippling here. Rotate. Walk in there. Kind of a sewing machine stroke. Get it on him. Go. Peace out, Hero Quest. Havoc says, it's been a long time. Havoc, bro, you're an OG, bro. It's never too long and never too late. Time a guy found out a 40K Magic the Gathering sets were selling for big money when they were having a hard time selling them at first. Wish I had bought 2 sets. Still use mine. Catch this little rock right here. We gotta sneak in, catch this lip right here. Sneak in. See, trying to figure out the angle. Okay, doing that. Couple rocks over here that I missed. Havoc says, thanks man, literally taught me to airbrush. Now my friends asked me for advice. Havoc, thanks man. Yeah, I just came out of retirement, brother. Wait, weren't you here on my retirement stream? Or was that Plasma Havoc? It was the other Havoc. Yeah, I retired on Tuesday. Celebrated my big birthday stream. Just came out of retirement today. Hey, old man, what's up, brother? So this is just your first time back in a while. Remember, I've got that other Havoc guy? Yep, 72-hour retirement. Havoc. Lost it all in pogs. Invested everything in the pogs. Now I'm out of retirement. Brush Studios. What's up? Congrats, dude. Congrats on the retirement. Alright, so I think we've got the bark based, the rocks based. Now we gotta set up a base for the shrooms. Rinse the brush. Miho man. What's up, Mr. Gangster? Or you know how it is, man. Just slinging paint, drinking 40s. I figure out what a good base color would be. Honestly, I kind of think this heavy warm white might be a good blaster. I get that to stick a little. Being kind of sloppy here. Is getting these mushroom caps right. It's going to be kind of necessary. I'm just blasting this heavy warm white onto them as a kind of a primer. And then we're gonna obviously take it back something brighter. Oh, got some on the rock, which I expected. It's fine. Haven't actually painted anything yet. We're just setting everything up to be painted. Get some ads, so I missed what you said. Havoc. Oh, I was saying that there's there's two of you guys, two Havocs, Plasma Havoc and Havoc, and I just did my big birthday stream on Tuesday. Then I I went to retire, sunk all my investments into pogs, and then I lost all my money and I'm back today. Today's my first stream back. Now we're working on these mushroom caps from the Enchanted Forest Gamer's Grass Basing Kit. I did a bunch of t-shirt fulfillment, guys. The big giveaways. Exclamation point. Spring gear. You guys don't know the giveaway? Got it. We've been doing a new t-shirt giveaway system all year. We're almost through all the letters in the alphabet now for new designs. A lot of people won those new Follow the Leader shirts. I feel like I'm gonna end up looking at some pictures of mushrooms by the end. Only one 294. That's right, you're the only Havoc 294. I feel like there might even be an opportunity to use a little airbrushing on this. Once we set up all these base coats, might be able to do some airbrush highlighting without too much risk. So the idea would be to tighten up as much of this as you can first. So then the airbrush, all it's being used for is highlighting. Make sure you've got all the coverage here. But it could be interesting to try some of the one-step paints on the mushrooms. So then my intent there is just a base coat, the mushrooms with something bright. So shit sticks to it. You uploaded some pics of your new work since it's been a long time. Havoc. Fade in some blues would be cool for the shrooms. Yeah, I feel like they're going to be bright. But I do feel like we have an opportunity to tie in some orange to the base, too. Time Guy, do you think a precision airbrush like the Awada Micron or similar is worth getting? I've never needed one. I've been using a 0.3, 0.35 my whole career. Now, I got a little paint where I shouldn't have. Right here. Washing it off. I varnished them, so that's not a problem. I got a tiny stroke. Got it right off him. It's a little spot right here. Missed. All right. I feel like this warm white is a good color for the stems too. We rinse it again. Can't have enough orange. That's right. Grab a little bowl titanium white. I'm gonna blast some of the bowl titanium white right over the caps. Just to kind of prep them. What comes next? Might have to do like this one right here. Might get some polka dots on it. Yeah, that's pretty good. Let's go back to Payne's Gray. That up. Let me actually just mix some of the white, blue, and some brown. Maybe some turquoise. Into the Payne's Gray. Right here. Let's do a second pass on the rocks. All right, so basically just some of these paints tap out. Tail in chat, what's up, brother? Want to get base features as locked in as we can. Then I'll definitely pull the whip the old airbrush back out. Let's take some more mahogany. This right here. Get some of the umber. There. Judge Spud, what's up, brother? So what we want is to possibly get the wood a little bit closer to where we want. Maybe add some of the light umber in. So I can see myself like kind of highlighting right here on that wood, you see? And then here. And so we just added some of the light umber to mahogany. Those gnarled branches. How did you get the orange to pop like that, Judge Podax? Yes. It's a little bit more. There's a little back and forth process. There were no orange inks, and I did film it all and edit it, which is it's on Patreon right now. But you know, we built up our work up like we normally do, and then I used white ink to build highlights, and then I kind of just glazed it with some filters of some bespoke oranges. But we built it up over like a burnt orange, over a brown, into some whites. Then we popped it out with some yellows toward the end. So we did use white ink to build a pre-highlight toward the end. For sure. All right, so now you can see the woods, branches, some rocks. I think it'd be accurate to say many layers. Yeah, you know, there ends up being a lot of layers in a workup like that. And there is a back and forth, as Havoc says, where we went from dark to bright, and then we had to desaturate it by adding brighter and brighter compounds. And then we had to resaturate using some of the oranges, and then again resaturate using some filters of yellow.
Don't bring me down, bring me down. If I fall, then
But as far as the colors, it was all standard stock acrylic paint.
would you lift me up or bring me down?
And you know, a similar thing happened for the ball. You know, we just like raw airbrush that, but we had to resaturate it for the magic. With that magic ball looking tight. So, you know, we typically like to subvert expectation with our color choices. Alright. I'll stop staring right here. Let's take a little whip break if we can. I've been having like eye allergies, guys. I'm staring at this, staring right here is giving me a degree of eye fatigue now. Now I'm gonna take a break toward my low light monitor settings. Exclamation point pogs is an explanation of my retirement. Why it was canceled. Exclamation point spring gear, guys. Give me a second. I'm gonna go grab another beer. I need at least 20 minutes of DI fatigue. Be right back. Exclamation point whip. Oh. I'm gonna put my custom joints in. These are my screen reader protectors. See what's going on. Casket Jones? You in there? Someone named Casket Jones has a Kuromi emote or a Kuromi for their profile picture in Discord. Who that? Huh. Good old Casket Jones with the Kuromi. Posted at 4 though. He might not be in here. Havoc, you're Afric. Oh yeah, beautiful. What happened over here with this tear? Is that going to be battle damage? Oh, this is tight. It's battle damage now, baby. It's easy to do. Bonus battle damage. It's actually in a good position. If you consider our teachings, so you've got this tear right here, right? Okay, and you've got it down here. So it trends on a horizontal diagonal position. So what you need to do is you need to take this black space. There needs to be a shadow under the paint. So whatever is exposed here is what you're saying is the color of the Dreadnought without paint. So I recommend glazing in some grays or something in there. You know what I mean? And if you're using true metallic on your model, you might even change this entire pizza slice into like a really dark silver. And then you make sure you have like basically a black line separating the silver and the green, just following the tear. Like black. That's the shadow. It's the drop shadow. That's simple. And then like kind of down here, you can kind of blend your dark silver to some bright silver as it hits this edge right here. And then down here, you do the reverse. You don't have to put a black line in. What you have to do is you have to highlight the green part of the tear. Because what we're saying is light is coming from here and casting a shadow. And if light's coming from here, it's going to cast a highlight on the green. I have a whole tutorial on it on YouTube. 3D scratches. Too easy. Work. I like this. It's aggressive. It's a good combination of techniques. You've got lots of little scratches already on this stuff. It's a good combination of techniques and effects. Kind of like a lightning marble on the shield. Very fucking cool. Some great scratching here too. Yeah, you're doing the same thing. You get your under scratches, your under highlights. Yeah, so you know how to put in under highlights. Do it well. So it's not hard for you. You watched the video. Yeah, I do the same thing. Like when you do something like this, hit all the dark stipples like you did, right? And then you choose which ones to under highlight, right? So, like my choice would be like these two here would get under highlight, right here, under highlighted. Maybe some of these bigger ones up here. I definitely also would have done this scratch, just like you did, but I would tone down the thickness of that line. So you might reselect some of this kind of beige color, and then kind of just do a subtle glaze over your highlight, just to skinny it up. Oh yeah, that's a good technique. I like this like fire twisting around the sword. It's a little you got a little opaque here and a little red here. If something is on fire, the predominant color that you're sending is orange. So remember that. So a good strategy there would be to maybe, like, if you can sneak in some even like with white ink, if you can sneak in a little bit of a highlight, a couple zones, and then glaze in some oranges back over it. So, you know, it'll look like shit when you put white over red, but then if you glaze a little orange back over it, it's on fire again. But it's a little opaque to fully sell OSL. But that doesn't mean it's not tasty. Right? Like, it's still like a tasty effect. Aquila in the chat. Yo, Florida man, I hope it's going well. Yep, just came out of retirement today. For painting in the winter, the paint ratio to moisture was fucked, bro. I know. Birthday. We celebrated a big birthday retirement, Aquila, on Tuesday. Lost all my retirement money in pogs, exclamation point pogs. Yeah, the thing about fire is fire's an effect havoc. I teach it in my course. So most of fire is orange. So the send color is mostly orange. But it's funny because if you didn't do it like it was fire, if you did the sword like it was glowing green vortex of like lich energy, the brain would be like, that's fine. Because that doesn't exist. That's not real. So it gets progressively easier to trick the mind into the cell, to the OSL cell, the further from reality it is. But when you've stepped into to fire, you have to follow some rules if you want to convince the viewer to have their brain fill in the gap. Exclamation point pogs. Lost it all in pogs, Aquila, but I might have some customs coming out soon. I just fulfilled a shitload of t-shirt designs. Let's see, did I post it here? So the big birthday month design push, I blew my content load with just everything that was my favorite thing from my childhood. Lino, the Mega Man video game as Marine Man, Diablo 2 as Johnson 2, Korn Follow the Leader with a Korn Berserker, Contra as Catachin, and of course one Hobo design. That's the big April offering. We're up to A through X now. And so I fulfilled a shitload of T's yesterday. T is Korn. So this has been a really fun 2026 promotion. Exclamation point, spring gear. I was like, wait, everyone's picking T right now. Which one's T again? Oh yeah, it makes sense. T slaps. That's the best one. Though I was told objectively, Catachin is the best one. Here's some more for. Let's take a look. Okay, this. So you've got a bigger design here, Havoc. See, and you look. You see it looks better, Havoc. I wonder why. Why does it look better? You have a lot more orange in the scent. Aquila, much love, brother. Exactly, Havoc. Get like a cylinder highlight in the leg. Yeah, so on the bigger space, you were able to push more orange in it. Good job, man. Beautiful work, brother. You're losing your saturation, though. And another big thing with fire is fire is saturation. So you're losing your saturation as you try to build the orange up over the red. The simplest way to do it is literally just start. It's like if you lay the red down like you did as a base coat. Honestly, what I do is I just start mixing it in white. I just start building my highlights like that, so you're getting like red to like black to red to like bright red to pink to white, and then I just glaze yellow over it, and then it becomes orange, and then highlights, right, or glaze orange over it. So that's how you get the like. So someone asked like, "How's my orange so popping?" Saturation for acrylic paint, you could build up. But then you have to step into pre-highlight territory and then refilter to make your actual fire look lit. Andy, my man's Zoolicious, painting these gamer's grass legs on bases. Now I'm gonna eat my vegetables and paint a lens. That's right, bro. Do your homework. Oh, you got him too. Oh, nice. Yeah, Havoc. Yeah, I know. Like, you get to a place where you're just like, fuck it. Painted that model on and off for a year and a half. Havoc, no problem. A lot of that comes from my 201 course. So, you can grind most of my knowledge out here. You know, but sometimes it's a gentle reminder of information you've already heard or seen, or something you may have forgotten. Brad Tom in the house. Out of retirement, brother. Is this where you're gonna put it? Zoolicious? You're gonna give me a lens right here? See it? Give me a fat orange lens. Because we're talking about orange. Doing it right now. Havoc says totally. You stare at a model for hours. You won't see things someone else points out. Facts. Literal concept of being too close to your work. Also trying to finish off these bases in the last 15 Jade Warriors. Oh yeah, the Jade Warriors. I love these guys. These guys are awesome. Oh yeah, man. Oh, got some more stuff from Havoc. The rest of the Dreadnought. Oh, the other scratches.
Multiple threats attacking.
Oh, he's about to do it. So, if you did the highlight first, it's a little trickier. But that texture is nice. Just yeah, trying to highlight because the dark color will go over light color easier. I made the highlights larger than I would if I used a dark color to experiment. Yeah, it's going to be trickier because your subtraction process is going to be more intensive. Because you really don't want that much highlight. So I think you're going to end up doing more work to get the result. But it could be a cleaner... But it could end up being a cleaner result, but, you know, more work should result that in a more, you know, because you have to like really shape the line aesthetic more. The way you were doing it before, I feel like is the more equitable exchange of time, but you can do it either way. Dead Hand Hobbies. Let's take a look at the update on his commission. The silver custodies with the hot halberds. The blue capes, huh? Look at that. Hit. Have it. Yep, you might regret it. Or if you want to get gangster with it, if you're not afraid, if you're brave, you can whatever you did to get that result, sponge or whatever. You could just take the darker color now and just kind of go right over the brighter color that you just did. See what happens. And then clean up any mistakes. That's also a thing. Depends on your bravery level. That cape is banging, Dead Hand. That's a good looking cape, homie. Yeah. Havoc, Liquid Courage. Yeah, these are custodies. This is Wyatt's army that Dead Hand Hobbies was commissioned to paint. Classic you know, alternate color scheme and model scheme. Beautiful. I'll recall you now. Yeah, I like the helmets with that penitent like cone. You enjoying the process, Dead End Hobbies? Yeah, you can refund your time in the low model count, right? And you want it to be banger. It's your first real project. Are you taking pictures? You making content? Go boy. These are 40K. You're mid. We haven't even launched yet, though, right? You haven't launched the Instagram yet? Just make sure to be cutting reels and stuff. Be saving it up in your drive like I taught you. Now you'll have a lot of content to launch on. And improve it. Deadheads is one of my students, and he's gone through my course, and he's in the commission painter syllabus, which is a secret syllabus for people who've completed 201 and finished the survey a certain way, the post course. Oh, you got a job, so oh my god, good job. Delicious, almost did it. You know something looks wrong. It says dot. Erase that dot and make on something this big. Remember, the bigger the harder, which we went over. So you see how you've got this beautiful little half moon yellow highlight, bottom right? I want your white dot to be more of a reflection of this yellow line on the top left. See? Give me the same shape. I want a half moon up here, heart pull, rather than a dot. If they're really small, like tiny little gems on fucking jewelry on a space wolf, the dot's fine. But when it's this big, you gotta give me the shape. You gotta give me the line aesthetic. It's 2 more seconds of work. Like you see, like you can get away with the dot on some of this shit right here, right? Some of these lenses up in here. This little thing. See if he throws an update at it. Yeah, Zulus, it's just fine. My only adjustment would be the repositioning of your white dot to white horseshoe highlight. You can spend as many seconds on the glaze game, on the workup, how flawless the lens is. It's entirely up to you. I rate it high right now. It's more like the philosophy, like the technique that I taught you. It's a effect. You have deployed the effect appropriately. Like, and how much time you want to spend on how smooth all the blends and shit, that's entirely up to you. I don't care. That's not the point of the homework. The point of the homework is that you understand the effect. With this. Is this Havoc again? It's awesome. Havoc, it's been a while. You gotta show me all your progress. Yeah, this guy's good. I like your grittiness. I like the kind of a little bit of a grim dark flair, but with like good highlighting. Instead of like lazy highlighting. Yes, your textures are tight. Exclamation point. What do I have? Oh yeah, I guess nothing. Just a t-shirt promo. So Tuesdays are gonna be our month ender, and I'll give away 3 more sets of dice. The last 3 sets that I have. So the top D Grand Prix. 3 more chances to get dice. I pray you're gonna whip it out when you get home. He says, I just realized I didn't drill the barrel on this. You can just paint a black dot there. I don't care, dude. Not like a drill your barrel Nazi. You just literally paint a black circle there. I don't care.
I'm falling like an asteroid. Is anybody out there?
He's like, stop, it's hideous.
Slide into the void. Please hurry up, ignite a flare. Will you ever
All right.
try to rescue me? I don't wanna see you go. Can you see the dark surrounding me? I wait here for you.
Probably won't do shit. It says. Let's lock in. So we've got some crude base coats. I don't know. I kind of feel like I can Jump back on dry brushing for a second. Haven't yet. I can't use the GW shit. Okay, let's take bright warm gray. We'll get a little bright warm gray. A little of this mahogany. A little of this bright umber. What I'm gonna do is I think I can get a pretty decent dry brush on this wood. And I like the gray because it reminds me of that deadwood color from Secret Weapon back in the day that I fucking loved.
I'm about to go.
Grab more of the gray. Light brush pressure. Get some of that grain. Yeah, I agree. Recoil. Some great weathering tones. Missed them. I'll get some washes in there too. On the rocks, I think we can do the same thing, but with the Payne's gray. You take the white, the bright warm gray. I think we're gonna have to get pretty close to pure gray here. I'm taking some of the blue off the brush. Switch out. Need a cleaner brush. Beat Dominator in the house. That's my guy. Okay, let's get some of that light gray. Warm gray. White. Only tiny amount of this blue. This dry brush is really stiff and old. That's gonna let me catch some more highlights. We want to get the rock to get closer and closer to gray. Using some dry brushing.
Feeling all the noise in here. It's becoming ache. Pull me into calm and deep and take me out to the waves. 'Cause I feel like a waste of space, breathing in the air. But you hold me like I might just break, like you want me there. So I went down to the river and swam till the panic was over. Yes, I went down to the river.
Touch these little rocks.
Washed through the heavy
Recross is so ridiculous. Let's see. What do I do here? I feel like I could actually take the small brush. I think I can get kind of just like some crude, simple tracing right here. Right there. Trying to figure out, because like I said, I'm going to subtract from a lot of this with the foliage. So a lot of this is because like they gave me so much foliage. Like I said, I'm going to make a little trail, but we're going to cover so much of this. Let me take a quick second to clean up. Got some alcohol. That's paper towel. Cleaning off some of the dry brushing that came over the lip. Funny because this type of bass is definitely not my forte. So let's see how good the Gamer's Grass kit is. If it can make me do a little cute fantasy bass. Alright, so those mushrooms. Okay, some one-step orange. I'm curious. Straight up one-step orange. It actually operates a bit like a wash too. So if you're careful with it, you can actually get inside all the recesses too. Okay. I want to do one on this side like that. All right. And while I'm here, let me grab some this brown. Let's get a different one-step color. Got them all over my table. That warm yellow. Oh. What a ball. There's more of these than that. I want to go with raw colors. Up one step, raw purple. Let's try. Raw purple. Alright. Nice. Let's get this one back here. Like to balance it. Saying that this type mushroom is purple. Alright, I like that. Got one step yellow. I like him so far. The one steps. Enchanted Forest. Do I have a one step red? Oh, I got a one-step Shadow Flesh? Hold on, let's take a look at this. This is nice. One-step Shadow Flesh. Looking kind of interesting. No, I think this might be a good stem color. Getting the little shafts. Make him as dick-like as possible. Alright. Wanna get some bread out there? We'll just take some burnt red. Some of that one-step medium. Some orange, some red, some medium. All that locked in. I let that dry, and then we can detail them out. Go back to the Payne's Gray combo. Fix that. Some of the bright warm gray. Wyatt, what's up, man? Wyatt tuning in. I'm out of retirement today. Alright, so I got all this nonsense locked in, based. I feel like the rest of it's just simple, right? Like, you know, this mushroom has dots on it. I would paint those dots white. But might do like a light dry brush on the shrooms. And this might be where like I do deploy a bit of an airbrush, like I was talking about before. But realistically, I'd like to do more than just hit it with a one step. I'm gonna try to dry brush it up. I'm gonna see how lazy I can be with them. Undoubtedly. But a big part of this base is gonna be the foliage, like all the flock I'm gonna put on it. Like there's gonna be a ton of grass and flowers and enchanted forest nonsense. Right now we're just trying to lock in our basing artifacts, right? A lot of this isn't gonna matter once I get my grass on it. I'm gonna put yellow right back over those white dots just because I don't want to get ahead of myself. This rule of thumb is when it comes to like a base, not trying to break my back, painting all these little things. You know? This one looks like kind of like shit over here. I'll grab some of the brown. Clean that up. Put that down. Let's grab some of the one-step orange. Little textures on this. A little orange. Use it a little bit more of the medium. Brown. Cleaned up some of my stray brush strokes. Just kind of looking at it from different angles. Fixing mistakes. I think that's what the one step is good for. Letting me get something in these little recesses that I couldn't normally get. So it's not just like riding unpainted in a cut. Now, when it comes to foliage, I'm trying to move quick just so I can play with it. There's so much in this kit.
The brain buster, the soul crusher,
Grabbing some of it right now. So we're gonna have some of these joints on there for sure. But what I'm interested in is a combination of like, for example, look at this. Right? Look. I'll pull up a whole fucking piece right here. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. So I'm taking this type and pushing it up against the wood. Right here. And then creating my little path, right? Okay, so I'm done with that. Now, let's grab some of this. This is a darker green. putting it by his feet, and filling negative space. Okay. Got this color now. It's like short bed grass. It's got big trails in it. This is what I like. So I'll start filling up every piece of negative space. Not gonna be just dirt. It's an enchanted forest. Right? And so I'm just going through all the shit they have provided me. Another type of short grass. I'll put some of this short grass right up against some of that tall vegetation. Gravity's the theory. What's up, brother? Out of retirement. Okay, now we've got some long grass. I'll shove that inside the cut right here. Like I said, we're trying to fill all the negative space. So I'm keeping a little trail between his legs. And at the end, there's going to be way less dirt than foliage. Now we've got our special blue flowers. And I've been saving spaces for these. Little pockets for these flowers. And then I'll come back and fix the mushrooms. I'll make them look way better. Want one back there. That's right, Elroy Dog. We're back, baby. Go back to this one right here. I want to get a couple more of these. Maybe one of these bright green ones. Now, what we have to do is detail out the mushrooms because they're just one step right now. But you can see how much dirt we actually subtracted from just now. And we've got little interesting pockets of action. That's really fun. I've been waiting to get one of these in my hands. Good gentleman, what's up, brother? Yeah, exclamation point pogs. Okay. So we've got these big joints right here. I'm rolling them. Bend them a little bit. Some glue. Shove it in there. Put a little dribble, a little accelerator. And now we have a fern right there. And we're just gonna slap ferns in all over the place. Okay, so which I'll do the ferns later. Just wanted to get, while we were doing this base, I didn't want to get through another show before we got to actually pull foliage in. I needed to get actual action. Running through his little enchanted forest. And as much as I want those mushrooms to just be one-step mushrooms, they can't be. We gotta paint them good. Like as it's drying, I'm looking at them. I'm like, we're gonna have to actually put some hand work into them. Like that ain't gonna ride. We actually got to put some love into them, which I don't have the strength to do right now. My eyes getting a little tired. We run it back to a second tier whip. Let's take a look at what you guys been posting. Exclamation point. Spring gear, guys. Remember at the month on Tuesdays, the month ender. I am giving away the last 3 sets of dice in the top D Grand Prix, so there is a reason to be in the top in the final 4. I'm putting the magic ball in real quick. See, he looks like he belongs in that magic forest. Alright. Beat Dominator been busy? Arrow Dog, I love that orange. Alright. So, Delicious did it. Good job, brother. Oh, it's my man Froyo. What's up, brother? Did it. Achievement unlocked. I guess some love in chat for Zulus. Just did his homework. Beautiful, my man. Say the difference between the dot, the horseshoe highlight. Goat Boy 76. Puppet made by me and my daughter. Picture. Is that the gingerbread man from Shrek? What? Oh, it's preposterous. What did he say in chat earlier? Oh, that's crazy.
Mo dice?
That's right. I get some love for the Huff. So you pass it on from high school to high school. Get some love in chat. First off, the Huff donated $30, getting the top D Grand Prix. Shout out to the Monument Raid, the Hobby Nerd Raid. Take it back. Briggs. What's up, man? Just doing a little whip sesh. We were working on our Vortex Beast. Right here. Oh my god, so fat. And we were speed running some of the one-step paints and working on the new Enchanted Forest basing kit from Gamer's Grass. And now we're taking a quick little whip sesh. Taking a look at Beat Dominator right now. Welcome to the show. Yep, came out of retirement today. Exclamation point Pogs. I sunk all my retirement assets into Pogs in the 90s. Did not work, and then I figured I'd make some customs. Oh, broke. Back at it. Exclamation point Pogs. Fruit Wizard, what's up, man? Fruit Wizard. But we did give away a ton of t-shirts on my retirement day. You guys probably getting notifications right now. Exclamation point Spring Gear, tons of shirts. At least 30 shirts went out. And give away some of our Long War Adepticon dice. And I've got 3 more kits that are top D Grand Prix. The month ender on Tuesday. Shout out to Huff. Jumping into the Grand Prix. Who is it? Beanie Babies, man. You're right. Fuck, what was I thinking? Oh, your daughter's doing all sorts of gangster shit. Go, boy. You have so much fun. Let's take a look at what Deep Beat Dominator was working on in his Beats Lab. Okay, his never-ending Salamander project, which is textbook Beat Dominator. Glorious. The Huff in chat like a legend. Had so much fun hanging out with the Huff at Bourbon and Bolters. And these are beautiful as always, Beat Dominator. Oh, you did the... What's this person's name? This, Spider... Phoenix Lord person. She was Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz earlier this year. Wait, is this like this? That's so wild, bro. Oh boy, that's crazy. Lakis. And there's Beth. Backwoods Craft Worlds. Very cool, Beat Dominator. You're working on Eldar right now? Oh, yep. It's a wrong question. Sneaking in your little salamander colors to the Rangers. It ain't broke. Well said. It's certainly not broke. It's still stunning. Oh, the Banshee X art. Or yes, Lord. Whatever, I don't know. I don't know shit about Elder. That's tight. Green's coming through again. Which is great for your scorpions if you make those. Recoil. Oh, Eldar's so sick if it's painted good. Yeah, like, for real. Recoil. Huge fan. Dominator coming through. Like he does. Tahoe's Angel, thanks for the follow. Some love and chat right there. Gravity's a Theory, Morkanot continues. This is that off of that whip from last week, right? Or from Tuesday. What yellow did you end up using for that filter? Warm yellow. Gorgeous. Shout out to the Monument crew on my comeback stream. Brought up this happens to you guys. I mentioned it earlier, Huff. But this like spring pollen bullshit. I woke up yesterday, and like my right eye just was killing me all day. Light sensitivity, felt like something was in it. Eye drop city. Today it's a lot better, but it's getting a little fatigued. Same thing happened to my wife last week. I got my lights way lower in here. Monitor brightness is down. Yeah, the yellow stuff. Zytrek, for life. Is that the tech? Oh, here we go. Free of prey. Hit him over the wash and another burst of airbrush. Oh, they're looking scary. You can get a Costco year supply bottle for a good price. Stuff. Bro. People keep telling me I need a Costco card. Maybe we're gonna do Costco. Ready? Oh, push my tires. Costco's so far away. Ravi's theory says Costco Allertech for the win. These competing allergy meds. You got a Costco membership just for deals with diapers back in the day, yeah. I bet. A baby? It's text. That's the house brand Zyrtec at Costco Gravity. Oh, same as. Oh, you're coming in. I see. You're doing it. Has Wyatt gone live yet, guys? Requote. Oh, he's in here still. Yeah, if you're able to, that'd be tight, because I don't know if I want to go another 20 minutes. My eye is getting allergied up. Bitch mode, got it. Yeah, exactly. My DNA is weak. Turned 43 and then allergies killed me. Havoc, mix Caliban green to shadow color so it blends a little better. Yeah, I was seeing that. Like you blended it better. And then you basically use versions of that. Just scrape the shape of your highlight down to the aesthetic you want. Which you are. Mateo starting some Deathwing tanks. Oh shit. Mateo, you doing Deathwing next? There we go. Gravity says, don't worry, with age, it gets worse. Havoc, much love, brother. Thanks for swinging by. Mateo says you made the brown from GW paints. Just blast it through your inventory. Turn those off. Ah, lights on. All right, let me put a 5-minute timer on.
You gotta get swifty in here. It's time to get swifty. Oh, you gotta get swifty. Oh yeah. Take off your pants and your panties. Shit on the floor.
4 minutes, 40 seconds. Or jump out of here. Take some fucking allergy pills. Going to the Warhammer Open Series tournaments in June and decided to run your Dark Angels? Oh, Mateo, that's sick. What happened to your chaos? Repray, you there? We're gonna run the new expansion on Tuesday. Taking the day off, right? Be cool. Yeah, I remember he ran chaos last time, so just moving on. Your work doesn't just do like PTO for video game releases? Not another thing? Chaos was so last year. That's it. For your praise, like I need a new job. Yeah, I feel like there's got to be a job out there that gives you like video game release benefits. Like for sure. Under 3 minutes left, guys. Giving you guys a chance to jump into the Final Four for the Top D Grand Prix on Tuesday. Month ender. Gonna be mailing out swag on Monday. 30 t-shirts went out yesterday. So check your mailboxes on Monday. Thank you guys for your support in my retirement and my comeback tour. Can't do it without you. Shout out to Recoil. I had some fine scotch and whiskey on my birthday. He figured out a way to coordinate that with my wife. That's some Dewar's Scotch, aged in a...
It's so damn
Oh,
hot.
replay. Top 2, that's right, baby.
Milk was a bad choice.
Man, let me get some
What
love in
you
the chat
mean
for
top
replay.
2?
Yeah, I got this bourbon, or this Scotch. It was aged in, like, apple soaked burgundy, or like brandy barrels or something. So then I had that with my apple pie. Super tight. 2 minutes. It was so good, Kriegs. Yep. Didn't taste like apple at all, like the bourbon. But it was a good pairing. With some real vanilla ice cream, Kriegs. That's how my wife likes it. I like it just raw dog. Then I had some dope ass Cuban food. Perfect birthday. Sponsored in part by you guys. Appreciate that. We pray you're an amaretto guy. I like amaretto too. I use it in French toast. I have like a secret French toast recipe. About a minute left if you want to jump into the final 4. You have an opportunity right now. Very little. Hey man. Thanks, dog. I get some love in chat for
Happy
Recoil.
Anzac
Gotta get
Day to all the
swifty
victors
in
out there.
here.
Thank you for your service
It's time
and
to get
sacrifice.
swifty. Oh, you gotta get swifty. Oh, yeah. Take off your pants and your panties. Shit on the floor.
Recoil just triggered a giveaway. So, exclamation point raffle. Recoil, what is Azdag Day? It's an Australian holiday. You get some love in chat from my man Recoil. Sponsored his own giveaway. And Zach. A-N-Z-A-K. Z-A-C. Let's just Google it. National Day of Remembrance in Australia and New Zealand. It commemorates the commemorated annually on April 25th to honor the members of the Australia and New Zealand Army Corps who served and died in all wars, conflicts, and peacekeeping operations. Oh, it's like a memorial. That's it. Happy Anzac Day. Check. Okay. Put that in. 20 seconds left in the show. And we're going to do this giveaway, exclamation point raffle. You have an opportunity to get a t-shirt right now. Googling it right now. Exclamation point raffle, guys. The raffle's still open. was the first major military action of Australia and New Zealand Army Corps. Oh shit. Okay, I got it pulled up on AI. Like a book. Which I will read. I'll tell you guys, that's mostly what I use AI for. It's to just like do history lessons. Yeah, Cliff Notes, exactly, Creeps. Like, now that I have it all pulled up, I'm gonna tell it to condense it into, like, 5th grade format, bullet points for me. And then I'll read it and learn it. Exclamation point raffle, guys. 1 minute left.
We've got a hot one for you.
Yeah, recoil. That's like the first sentence. Woman, I swear to God. "48 seconds left. Exclamation point raffle. We're gonna raid Wyatt. Queuing it up right now. "23 seconds, exclamation point raffle.
Nothing is over until we decided it.
8 seconds. There we go. The Huff. Congratulations to the Huff. Get your pick. Send it to Recoil. Shout out to Recoil, the Huff, Reapray. Thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. Got my AI pulled up. Recoil, thank you.
Hey,
Got
are you
me.
Dirty Mike and the boys?
Your cats! Rub your dicks on the car as you run away! We
know
all
what I
gonna
just
have
did.
sex in your car! It will happen again!
Okay, we're raiding Wyatt,
Happy
guys.
Anzac Day to all the diggers out there. Thank you for your service and sacrifice.
I recycled it. Sorry. We're sending the love over to Wyatt right now.
You just got your asses whipped by a bunch of guys.
I'll see you guys on Tuesday for the month ender. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. We're going to be moving on to Gilliman here soon. As always, until we meet again, play on, players.
Yo, dog, it's the beat slap, pain on the brain. Flow the heat, but my chaos won't wane. Trace the lines fine and brushing my hand. Not a scientist, but I got the plan. Wash it down like a hobo's dream. Heart pull heavy, but the colors gleam. Twitch stream live, we chasing the thrill. Can't